Hi, I'm Cournoyer with Brainshark, and I'd like to talk a little bit about how marketers can help with the sales enablement process, particularly when it comes to content. Now, sales enablement has become a key responsibility for a lot of marketing teams these days. Reps rely more and more on really good content to support their sales conversations, and more often it's the responsibility of the marketing team to deliver that, which is great. But that doesn't mean they're necessarily doing a really great job at it. So here are 3 things to watch out for as a marketer when creating content for sales enablement. Number 1, poor understanding of the buying cycle. Now, content marketing is not just about inbound. You can't just create a whole bunch of first touch, early in the funnel content and then leave your reps with nothing to use later in the sales cycle. Also, you need to have more product-centered content. A lot of content marketers might get a little squeamish about this, but eventually, from a sales perspective, you have to start talking about the product. So make sure that you're delivering content that's going to make sense later in the sales cycle, not just earlier in the sales cycle, so that reps actually have the resources they need to close more deals. Number 2, lack of sales and marketing alignment. Now, what we have here is a failure to communicate. You've heard it in Cool Hand Luke, you've heard it at the beginning of track 1 of Guns N' Roses User Illusion 2, and now you're hearing it here. Everyone knows that sales and marketing need to have an open line of communication to be as productive as they possibly can be. And that's especially true for content. If your content isn't aligned with the conversations reps are having, they're not going to use it. We always hear these stories about marketers creating content that just sits on the shelf unused. Well, part of the reason is because maybe you're not delivering the content that reps really need to move the needle and push those conversations forward. So open up the lines of communication, talk to your reps, and make sure you're delivering the content that they need to be truly effective. Number 3, failure to raise sales awareness. Now, what's that old saying? If a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? First of all, of course it makes a sound. That's ridiculous. But if you create sales enablement content and no one knows about it, are reps going to use it? Probably not. You need to raise awareness with the sales team of all this great content and all these great resources that you're creating for them. Send out emails, post it to a central portal or in Salesforce, post updates to Chatter. Do whatever you need to do to make sure reps are aware of the content you're providing for them so that they can find it, access it, and use it during their sales conversations. For more tips and ideas around sales enablement and content marketing, visit the Brainshark Ideas blog at brainshark.com.
The shark's in the shot.